The second wall type we have is the round wall. We're going to go into the architectural bin and choose the round wall. Here we're going to place it on the drawing at a pivot point and go into the item box. Basically, all the parameters and placement settings are the same for the round wall as the line wall, with the exception of two: the radius and the angle. Here you can see we have the height and the depth or thickness of the wall. It's identical to the line wall. Then we have the radius parameter. You can see if we make it 90, it's going to make the wall much larger, or 65 much smaller. And essentially we're going to measure the radius parameter for you later on in this tutorial. And the last property is angle. You can see that we have a half turn, so the angle is 180. If we did 270, it'd be 3/4 of a turn. If we switched it to 90, it would be 1/4 of a turn. So here we're going to put it back at 180. And now we're going to go to the drawing and we're going to lay this flat, and we're just going to measure where the radius parameter comes from. We're going to use a linear dimension tool, and we're going to stop at the top of the arc and measure to the bottom of the wall. And you can see that that parameter is 41 inches. I'm going to double click on the wall. The radius happens to be 45 inches, and the reason why it's 4 inches greater than you see here is because PractiCAD is reading this value and it's coming from the center line of the wall. In other words, the depth of this wall is 8 inches. Where you've got 41 inches from the bottom arc to the bottom of the wall. If we take that 41 inches and add half the depth, so we're basically about right here where the crosshairs are, the center line of the wall, that 4 inches plus 41 equals the radius parameters. So when you go to choose the radius parameters, keep in mind that you're giving it from the center of the wall. Everything else in terms of placement is identical to the line wall. So that'll conclude the tutorials.